Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are rediving deep into the world of web automation and tackling a question that pops up all the time: Cypress, Playwright, or Selenium? Which one is the right tool for you? If you're a developer, a QA engineer, or just curious about automated testing, you're in the right place. We're going to break down each of these powerful tools, look at their strengths and weaknesses, and by the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer idea of which one fits your project best. So grab a coffee, and let's get started. First up, let's talk about the original titan of test automation, Selenium. Launched way back in 2004, Selenium has been the industry standard for a very long time. It's an open-source framework that allows you to automate browsers. How does it work? Selenium WebDriver uses a protocol to communicate with a browser driver, like Chrome driver for Chrome or Gecko driver for Firefox. This driver then translates your script's commands into actions that the browser understands. Think of it like a remote control for your browser. So, what are the pros of using Selenium? First and foremost, its maturity and massive community support are unparalleled. If you run into a problem, chances are someone else has to, and there's a solution on Stack Overflow or a forum somewhere. It supports a huge range of programming languages, including Java, Python, C#, Ruby, and JavaScript, so your team can work with a language they're already comfortable with. Selenium also boasts incredible cross-browser support, covering everything from Chrome and Firefox to Safari and Edge. It's incredibly flexible and powerful, allowing for complex test scenarios. But Selenium isn't without its downsides. The setup can be quite complex. You have to manage the WebDriver executables and make sure their versions are compatible with your browsers, which can be a real headache. Compared to more modern tools, Selenium can be slower because of its architecture, which involves communication between your test script, the WebDriver, and the browser. Also, writing tests can be more verbose, and debugging can sometimes feel like you're looking for a needle in a haystack. There's no built-in test runner or assertion library, so you have to piece together your testing stack from different libraries. Next, let's look at the modern challenger, Cypress. Launched in 2017, Cypress took a completely different approach to browser automation. It's an all-in-one end-to-end testing framework built for modern web applications. Unlike Selenium, Cypress runs directly inside the browser, in the same run loop as your application. This means it has native access to everything in your app: the DOM, the window object, your network traffic, everything. This unique architecture gives Cypress some amazing advantages. First, it's incredibly fast and reliable. Because it's running in the browser, there's no network lag or external driver communication to slow things down. This also makes tests less flaky. Cypress comes with a fantastic developer experience. The Test Runner UI is a game changer. It shows your commands as they execute, alongside a live preview of your application. You can time travel back to previous states, inspect the DOM, and see network requests, which makes debugging an absolute dream. It also has automatic waiting built in, so you don't have to litter your code with explicit waits. Cypress will automatically wait for elements to appear before interacting with them. However, Cypress has its limitations. The biggest one is that it's JavaScript only. If your team primarily uses Python or Java, you're out of luck. Also, because it runs inside the browser, it has some restrictions. For example, you can't control two browsers at once in a single test, and it doesn't support multi-tab workflows in the same way traditional tools do. While it has support for major browsers like Chrome, Firefox, and Edge, its cross-browser support isn't as extensive as Selenium's. It's primarily focused on front-end testing and might not be the best choice for tests that require deep back-end interaction or control outside the browser. And finally, we have Playwright, the new kid on the block from Microsoft. Forked from the same team that built Puppeteer at Google, Playwright was released in 2020 and has quickly gained a massive following. Like Cypress, it's designed for modern web apps, but it takes a slightly different approach. Playwright communicates with browsers over the WebSocket protocol, which is fast and stable. It's built to automate Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit, the engine behind Safari, from a single API. What makes Playwright so compelling? First is its incredible cross-browser and cross-platform capability. It aims to provide consistent rendering and behavior across all major browser engines, which is a huge win for testing. It also supports multiple languages, including JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, Java, and Net. Playwright has a feature called auto waits, similar to Cypress, which makes tests more reliable by default. One of its standout features is the ability to handle multiple tabs, origins, and user contexts within a single test, making it perfect for complex scenarios like testing authentication flows. It also comes with amazing tooling, like the Codigan tool that records your browser interactions and generates a script for you, and the Trace Viewer, which provides a detailed post-mortem look at your test execution, complete with screenshots, logs, and network information. What about the cons? Well, being the newest tool, its community is smaller than Selenium's or Cypress's. While it's growing incredibly fast, you might find fewer resources or third-party integrations compared to the more established players. The learning curve can also be a bit steeper than Cypress's, especially if you're a beginner, as its API is very powerful but also very extensive. Some might argue its rapid development pace can lead to breaking changes more frequently, although the team at Microsoft has been doing a great job of maintaining stability. So, how do you choose? It really comes down to your team's specific needs and context. Let's create a few scenarios. If you are on a team that uses a variety of programming languages like Java or Python, and you need to test on a massive matrix of browsers and older browser versions, Selenium is still a very strong contender. Its flexibility and massive ecosystem are hard to beat, especially in large, established enterprise environments. If you're managing a complex grid of devices and browsers, Selenium Grid is a powerful solution. Now, if you're a front-end developer or a QA engineer working primarily with JavaScript or TypeScript on a modern web app, Cypress is an excellent choice. Its developer experience is second to none. The fast feedback loop, interactive test runner, and easy debugging make writing and maintaining tests a joy. It's perfect for teams that want to integrate testing tightly into their development workflow, especially for component testing and end-to-end tests focused on the user interface. And what about Playwright? Playwright hits a sweet spot right in the middle. If you need the power and cross-language support, similar to Selenium, but want the modern features and developer experience of a tool like Cypress, Playwright is your answer. It's ideal for teams that need robust cross-browser testing across Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit with a single API. Its ability to handle complex scenarios, like multiple tabs and contexts, along with its excellent tooling like Codigan and TraceViewer, makes it an incredibly powerful and productive choice for a wide range of projects. If you're starting a new project today and need that balance of power, flexibility, and modern features, Playwright is arguably the strongest candidate. To summarize our showdown, Selenium is the veteran, the universal adapter. It's incredibly flexible with unmatched language and browser support, but can be slower and more complex to set up. Cypress is the developer's favorite, offering a streamlined all-in-one experience for JavaScript projects with amazing debugging tools, but with some limitations in browser control and language support. And Playwright is the modern powerhouse for Microsoft blending speed, excellent cross-browser capabilities, multi-language support, and fantastic tooling into one package. The world of test automation is constantly evolving, and all three of these tools are fantastic. The best one is the one that empowers your team to ship high-quality software with confidence. I recommend trying out a small proof of concept with the one that seems like the best fit. Set up a few basic tests and see how it feels. See which one clicks with your team's workflow. I hope this comparison has helped clear things up and gives you a solid foundation for making your decision. Which tool are you leaning towards? Or are you using one of these already and want to share your experience? Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and start a conversation. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on web development, testing, and a whole lot more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.